scary voices and other weird noises from within the haunted woods. The ghost bride is near. As the ghost hunter squints into the darkness.
The ghost bride. Yo, what up? It's your boy Dash Lucky Cocoa Butter, Marcus if you know me like that. And we're back doing some more reaction videos. Surprised? Don't think so. Well, today we're doing Chills, the man with the best cadence in the game. We're going to be doing 5 videos that are really scaring people. Got really good cadence, but his name isn't the greatest name I've seen in the Ghost game. But let's jump right into it.
This top 5 list contains scary videos that are really terrifying people, so prepare to become one of them.
You turn this
Number
up.
5.
I wanna be spooked.
Okay, think of this scary video as a what would you do type situation. A woman named Letitia Patterson is walking back to her car when a strange man who is acting beyond creepy in my opinion begins to follow her. She lets him know that he's caught on camera, and the video gets more outrageous from there.
Hold on, I'm about to record you because if something happened to me, they gonna have you on camera.
That's right.
Somebody come get their family member.
That's right.
Following me.
I think capturing his weird behavior on tape is
So this isn't a ghost video. It's just a spooky video. Okay.
the right move, but showing him where she parked is not the safest decision. She could have walked away to get help, but I guess she felt like she was going to take control of the scary moment, and so she overcomes her fears and confronts the stranger, getting more bizarre video on camera for us to analyze.
Yep, bye. You're not getting in my car.
The strange man attempts to get her to laugh it off, playing off his aggression as harmless flirting, but he is not respecting her boundaries, which to me is beyond creepy.
Yeah, this is just normal creepy.
And a major warning sign that she should get away fast. He follows around her car for a bit, and then he's standing by her door when the creepy encounter takes another bizarre turn.
I don't even know you.
Hey, delete that camera. I'll grab that phone from you right.
Look,
Delete that on camera, please.
well, can you get away from my car?
Yeah, but delete that recording.
I'll delete it as soon as I see you start walking that way.
But the mysterious man walks towards her instead, closer than ever as you
So why you gotta do this shit? Just get on Instagram and just go fucking live. That way there ain't no deleting this shit.
can see at 1 minute and 27 seconds, and she realizes by now that he isn't going away, and that this scary moment could escalate if she doesn't get help.
Hey, y'all call 911. This guy just followed me around the store.
I think asking a stranger to call 911 was the right decision.
Yes.
Because he could have taken the phone out of her hands if she stopped recording him. The camera is a good deterrent.
That's why a camera, if you just be like, listen, this is live streaming. You just fuck off right now and then it's over.
And also, she needs to continue to record evidence. Police investigators haven't found him yet as far as I know. But check this part out. I think he says his name here at 7 seconds. She's talking at the same time, but tell me if you can understand what he says.
They gonna have you on camera.
That's right.
Somebody come get their family member.
Pete Big something?
Somebody come get their family member.
One more time. Let me turn this all the way up. Whoops.
Somebody come get their family member.
At least one other woman claims to have had a similar creepy
I got no idea. Pete something?
experience with a scary stranger. So the evidence seems to suggest that he could be terrifying people just for fun. Freaky, right? Number 4.
I doubt he's terrifying people. I doubt the just for fun part's scaring people.
A ghost hunting channel in Portugal called Supernatural Persecution is attempting to solve an unexplained mystery that's been haunting locals for years. According to legend, this haunted place in the dark, creepy woods is where a bride-to-be once threw herself onto train tracks after discovering her fiancé was unfaithful.
There's a lot of train track. I mean, when I grew up, there was a train track right by my fucking house. And people threw themselves in front of them all the time. One time, an old man got beat up and like left on the train tracks. It was crazy. So I wouldn't be surprised if I could see ghosts there. But I mean, in America, train tracks are private property everywhere. It's owned by a train company, and if you're walking on the train tracks, they can give you a ticket, which is kind of bullshit.
Ghost sightings have occurred ever since, and few dare to explore here because so much has already gone wrong. While walking down the long forgotten path, flanked by scary woods on both sides, they think they hear something.
Leonardo, tá vendo alguma coisa? Vai. Leonardo, tá vendo alguma coisa? Vai.
Scary voices and other weird noises from within the haunted woods. The ghost bride is near. As the ghost hunters squint into the darkness,
The ghost bride.
a mysterious figure.
I mean, I would be way more afraid. That's just me. It just seems a little bit understated.
An apparition crosses their path and leaves them absolutely terrified.
And look how the light reflects off of it. It hits that solid.
The possible sighting of a ghost wearing a white bridal gown, well, creepy. Could also be someone in black clothes holding a white sheet over their head to create the illusion of a long flowing headdress. It's too far away to tell for sure. Likewise, this alleged ghost voice sounds more like one of their friends rather than...
Well, it doesn't sound like a ghost voice. It sounds like a thump of some kind.
something supernatural wailing in anguish. But even though I'm not...
That sounded like it was added like post. Why was it skipping like a record? It's just a weird thing to do.
fully convinced, this paranormal evidence has thousands convinced that it's real. So maybe I'm wrong. Number
I think you're right, Chills. I got your back on this one. That one is a little too convenient.
3. A YouTuber named Breaking the Shell goes exploring a 150-year-old home in search of the paranormal, and the paranormal is what they find.
See, that's usually the issue with most ghost hunting videos. That's exactly, you go hunting for paranormal, you're gonna find something paranormal. You know what I mean? That's why I take footage that is not ghost hunters a little bit more, I give them a little bit more leeway, because it's like, oh, this is just a CCTV shot of like inside of a department store that they're filming with their phone. I feel like that's got a little bit more believability to it when I see something happen than when someone is going looking for ghosts and then they find ghosts.
Shadow figures and footsteps have been reported by previous ghost hunters, but that's nothing compared to the paranormal evidence you're about to see. They're not even exploring inside of the house yet, and the investigation is already getting spooky. At 40 seconds, a mysterious, possibly paranormal white light appears in the window of the room above them.
Reflection?
And before you say that their light is hitting a mirror or something, explain how at 45 seconds the light seemingly gets even brighter. When the ghost hunter faces the opposite way, one of the things they notice is a bricked up fireplace where someone seems to have busted out, along with a door that has a padlock. There's another doorway with firewood in front of it that's been boarded up and painted over. I feel like somebody could have been kept in here against their will.
That's weird.
After exploring the
It
house
is
some
weird.
more, they think they hear footsteps, like other ghost hunters have reported, and I think it might be happening over them in the room where the mysterious light was.
Like it walked past that window like some people.
They go outside, and at 23 minutes and 7 seconds, their camera gets blurry, like it's trying to focus on a ghost nearby. Then we see the weird, mystifying light again, in front of them this time, and there's nothing but darkness, so I don't think it's light from their camera caught on tape.
No joke, I saw a lot right there.
But
I mean, I
here's the
guess if you
creepiest
couldn't
paranormal
replicate
evidence of
it,
all. At 13
then it would be a
minutes
little
while
weird.
exploring the top floor, they see this blue blanket. It looks flat at first, but the more you look at it, the more it looks like the ghostly form of a child seems to appear under the blanket.
Holy
What?
cow, this is terrifying.
Now this has to be paranormal. Number 2.
Supposedly.
Hold on, I gotta see this blanket. I mean, he goes through this so fast.
They see this blue blanket. It looks flat at first, but
Mhm.
the more you look at it, the more it looks like the ghostly form of a child seems to appear under the blanket.
To me, it just looks like this part of the blanket is more dusty, and this part is a little bit cleaner, or maybe it gets wet from time to time, so it kind of just has like a water stain. But that doesn't look like it's 3D at all.
Holy cow, this is terrifying.
Now this has to be paranormal. Number 2.
Does it?
Supposedly, a little girl saw 2 ghosts. Looks like a creepy little house. They say it's really haunted.
That's what I do.
A team
I
of
just sit there
ghost
and...
hunters investigate recent paranormal activity at the Krage House, where a ghost sighting has left a little girl really creeped out. Her mother suspects the house is haunted.
So, what do you think it is? Do you think it's
Probably a ghost.
This is a little bit more... See, this is a ghost hunter, right? But he's like going to someone's house to hunt a ghost.
Craig family was not surprised.
He's not going to some insane asylum. You know what I mean? It's just like someone's going, I think I'm haunted. And they're like, we'll see what we can find.
When their daughter had a ghost sighting, because they've all experienced paranormal activity too. Weird things like the dial on their radio moving on its own, unexplainable noises in the basement, and scary voices whispering hello. But this time the paranormal activity has gone too far by scaring their innocent daughter. And so the ghost hunters are called to investigate. They set up paranormal equipment in the haunted basement to see
You know,
what
if you
kind of
cut it right,
supernatural
if you
dark
cut it right,
ghosts,
I was just looking at this. He comes down the stairs, right?
unexplainable noises in the basement. And
Now
scary
watch
voices
this.
Whispering hello.
There's like that
This
lady,
time,
and then
the
if you
paranormal
cut it
activity
where
has
she
gone
just
too
was
far
not
by
there
scaring
anymore,
their
it would be
innocent
like,
daughter.
whoa.
And so the ghost hunters are called to investigate. They set up paranormal equipment in the haunted basement to see what kind of supernatural evidence they can capture on video.
There we
When
go.
nothing is caught on tape, the ghost hunters begin to doubt anything paranormal is down here. And so they challenge the ghost to reveal itself on
See, that's fucked up to do, though. I feel like if you're going to, like, find a ghost, this is all on the preface that ghosts are real. You go to a place to find a ghost, and then you're like, all right, this ghost isn't appearing. I'm going to agitate this ghost. And then you find a ghost that's pissed off now, and then you go, fuck, we found a ghost. See ya. Enjoy your night in your fucking super haunted house now, thanks to us.
camera.
Make something move off these shelves. You little...
No objects fall off the shelf, but apparently 3 minutes later, a mysterious EVP is caught on camera when the ghost hunters are exploring the entrance to a room under the stairs. Keep in mind that paranormal equipment has been dormant for 25 minutes until they come across this hidden room, which appears to be empty. And when
So is that like some sort of like spirit box type thing that... I don't know why was it echoing so much?
they open it, all of their equipment mysteriously turns off and needs to be restarted. So I think they've let out something paranormal. As ghost hunters, it is their job to replicate the results, so as to provide the best paranormal evidence possible, which in this
Okay.
case means standing outside of the small space and taunting the ghost some more.
Bring it to me. I'm going inside this little room. Demonic. Heaven or... Bring it to me. Let's see it. They said. Jordan.
A strong and steady EVP does not stop until they take the batteries out, which I think were probably being drained fast. Judging from the weird sounds it makes, the ghost hunting equipment is being pushed past its limits and struggles to keep up with the paranormal energy surrounding it. Later, their EVP session takes them inside the closet of the girl's basement.
It just sounds like malfunctioning equipment. Like you put the batteries in backwards or something and it's just going... And you're like, it's a ghost! And a very angry, monotone, pitch ghost.
Playroom, where she had a ghost sighting. He calls the ghost a coward for not properly showing itself. And...
Coward is what you are.
if you look behind him, an object seemingly moves on its own, or maybe he hooks it with his finger. It's kind of hard to say.
Did you not see it move by itself?
Here's the thing. You're 3 hours into this investigation. Nothing's happening. You go, listen, I'm going to go in this closet and I'm going to talk some shit. You do a really tight zoom of my face. And then this thing that's right off of my face, which leaves me an ability to just move my... Look at that. My arm is barely moving, right? But I'm all down here. I'm moving my hands around. Shoulders barely moving. Arms going bananas. So, very suspect.
Elf?
Yeah, but it's got to be better than that. I got to see it move by itself.
You still don't believe?
Not really.
Either way, this is probably one of the few videos I've ever seen where the ghost hunters argue about whether this scary moment is paranormal or fake, so let's help them figure it out. I think it was probably real because earlier, he did at some point ask the ghost to move an object to prove it was real. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not?
I mean, you can literally just... It was like a thing that was hanging. Just hook it on your foot and you slide your foot just a smidgen.
Like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT.
He also makes music, so you could just go to his channel, and I'm pretty sure he has music videos that he's on too.
And tap that follow button to find out. Number 1. So years ago, I analyzed a creepy video of a mysterious handprint found in this family's haunted home in a hard-to-reach area really high up in the corner above the stairs. Years later, their house still appears to be haunted as ever.
This wall has since been painted, and the exact same print is still there.
Okay, so the wall does in fact look to be painted a different...
Here's the thing. If you fucked up the paint job the first time you painted it, and you put your hand on it, and then you took it away, and you went, shit, whatever. And then that handprint was there, fine. If you don't go back over and sand it down, when you repaint it, that handprint is still going to show through. This isn't ghost hunting, this is just some DIY tips for you. You always got to sand your shit down.
Different color. The original video has a yellow wall and now it's gray. It's the same distance from the ceiling and has the same impossibly long fingers extending from an oblong palm, more like the palm.
You go like this. You're painting and you almost fall and you go, huh. You catch yourself on your heel. You drag your fingertips and you catch yourself on your heel. Doesn't mean your fingers are low.
Paw print of a creature than that of a human, so I guess the work of a demon is not out of the question. With that said, I guess they could have stenciled the handprint and recreated it over the new paint job.
You wouldn't need
that
to.
Seems like a lot of work and there should be some mistakes. The handprint in the 2 videos looks nearly identical to me, and therefore I think this follow-up video is probably paranormal. And judging from their evidence, it looks like this paranormal...
Here's the thing. It's in a hard-to-reach place. You know, the guy probably put his fucking hand on it and went, ah, shit, when they painted it the first time. He painted over it, so it's not really easy to see, but it shows through. And then when they painted over it, it's in a hard place to get to. I mean, look, you can see right here, they haven't even finished painting this joint. It's in a hard place to get to, somewhere you can't really get out and sand. They probably just have rollers, and what can you do, you know? I feel like this is just a DIY fail.
Entity, ghost, demon, whatever you want to call it, is not going to stop haunting their home anytime soon. This scary top 12 list shows mind-bendingly
Well, what a good video. There was some weird stuff, but a lot of this was pretty, like the ghost walking across the thing and he's just holding up the thing. That train track one was pretty spoofed. I don't know. But what do you think? What do you think I should react to next? If you made it this far, go subscribe, like to Chills. If you like this video, give it a like. Maybe watch another one, see how you like that one. I'll catch you on the flip.